He looked the other way, and I went down to practice, and Wilt came to practice, and he had a ball in his hand. And he started to walk over to me, and I thought he was going to hit me with the ball. And he said, "Coach, would you teach me how to shoot a hook shot?" And from that moment on, our relationship mellowed.
Wow.
It was pretty good.
The best part of this for me is Cecil came to me and said, "I've written a book."
Right.
And he handed me an essay. It was maybe 18 inches in the Philadelphia Daily News. And we talked for a while. And that turned into a chapter, which turned into a short story, which turned into a book. And there's a ton of stories and anecdotes in here that are really, really interesting and really give you some insight into not only Wilt, but what it was like to be a head coach at such a young age.
Well, and we'll show some people some video from back in the day of a film, back in the day at Overbrook. And just, first of all, the specimen. I mean, the guy was just an unbelievable athlete.
Neil, I was interviewed a few weeks ago by a New York radio station. They said he's not the best basketball player ever. He is the best athlete ever. I was looking at some of the statistics that he has. Most consecutive 50-point games, 7 times. Most 40-point games in a season, 63 times. Most consecutive field goals without a miss, 18 for 18. And it goes on and on and on. His credentials are really incredible. And they're trying to make a postage stamp now of him in the United States.
Do you think that, you know, everyone talks about Michael Jordan, and I'm sure you're asked all the time, you know, greatest player ever. But Phil, put in perspective what this guy, how he changed the game.
They changed rule after rule after rule. If I remember correctly, Overbrook had a play, an out-of-bounds play, where the guy inbounding the ball would just throw it over top of the backboard. Wilt would meet it at the top. There were times when guys would shoot free throws, and because the rules were different then, the ball would be in the air and Wilt would come out of nowhere and just dunk it. And if I remember correctly, did he not, I know he attempted it, to just stand at the foul line, take a running start, and dunk it, and as long as the ball went through before he came down, it was a good free throw.
And they also changed the lane from 6 feet to 12 feet.
Exactly.
So that he couldn't just get in and dunk the ball. He dominated the game so much that I don't know that if they really appreciate what an outstanding athlete he was.
I'm fascinated by the other kids on the team.
Yeah.
How did they treat him? And was he a normal kid?
They treated him as if he were nothing. Look, Ira Davis was on the team, who was the Olympic hop, step, and jump champion for the United States and was the captain of the team. And Jimmy Sadler and a few of the others, they were dear friends. They went wherever they went and never had a problem and didn't say, "Oh, this is Wilt Chamberlain." He was just another guy.
And they were 56-3. You were 56-3 during his 3 years at Overbrook. Who were the 3 losses?
I only lost one.
You only lost one.
Okay. And the one that I lost was to Farrell. And to verify what Phil was saying, we were losing by 1 point with 5 seconds of play. We had the ball out of bounds under our basket, and our play was to throw the ball 12 feet high, and Wilt would dunk it. We threw the ball 12 feet high, and 2 guys pushed him in the stands, and the 2 officials ran out of the court and ran away because had they called a foul, they would have been lynched.
Wow, unbelievable. Cecil Mosenson, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. We'll look forward to it. It all began with Wilt. It is a new book that is out, and anecdotes about Wilt during his day at Overbrook High School.
I want to thank all of the national companies who provided me with tapes of my interviews. Without your help, this wonderful DVD of Wilt Chamberlain would not have been possible. Comcast, ESPN, CNN, CBS, Clear Channel, NBA Productions, and Harlem Globetrotters. Thank you.